report, you can include one other report. Inside a report, you can include one more report. That is nothing but the sub report. So okay, what I'll do, I'll just show you. So first I'll create one report. So this is a way. So I have two tables. One table as a EMP. Okay. There's a one more table called EMP salary. So now what I want is that this is a way I want to display the data in my report. So I'll just have this one thing. Give me a minute. So most of the people, they'll be asking you what is a sub report. So I have a table called EMP. I have one more called EMP salary. So EMP has a data of ID and name. EMP salary is having ID and salary. Okay. Now I'll create two reports, one for the EMP and one for the EMP salary. Okay. Now what I want is that I'll have the EMP. Okay. And I'll have the ID, name. And what I'll do here, I think this will not be a good example. What I'll do is that EMP address. I'll create one table called EMP address here. That will be helpful. Okay. Give me a minute. Sorry for delay. So I'll create one more table called EMP address. Yeah, I'll have the same EMP salary, but I'll alter one more column. Alter table. I'll add one more column. Add. So I'll add the column name as something date, as date time, as date format. Done. So what I'll do is that go to the EMP salary. EMP salary, right click, edit top 200 rows. I just want to edit it. I'll have two records for each EMP. Okay. Don't worry about the, let's say the 2233. Okay. So the date for this is 2014-01-01. I'll copy this. 2014-01, sorry, 02-01. Okay. So now what I'll be doing is that, why I have said that is that I'll show you now. Start. So this is my EMP. So single employee is having two times, they paid the amount two times for each and every employee. It's on Jan 1st and Feb 1st for each and employee in 2014, right? So this is the way how I want my report. Okay. I want to have employee ID, employee name done. At the same time, I want to have one more column called salary. In the salary, employee 101, the employee is 1, right? Employee 1 name is A. Employee 1 name A has two salaries. That is on 2014-0101, and he got one more call 2014-0201, and you got some salary. So I want to show multiple columns in a single record. In a single column, I want to show multiple records. Will it be possible? Hello? I want to have the ID and name. At the same time, in the salary, I want to have multiple records, because one employee ID 1 is having is paid two times, right? I need to have this salary and date in that single column. Okay? So you can do it in this way. I want this way, not this way. Like you might be thinking name, ID, name and salary. So ID is 1, name is A, 2014-0101, and some salary 1 A, 2014-0202, and some salary, right? I don't want this way. I just want ID and name only repeated one time, but rest all two in repeated two times, but it should be come in a single column. Okay. Yeah, but I want to have that in a single column. So now when I click here, I'm getting in the balance amount this column, right? In the amount as 20, in that single column itself, I want to have the two records in a single column. No, not like. There's a concept called SubReport. I'll show you. First, what I'll be doing, remember, now I'll create two reports. Okay, I'll create one add item, new item. I'll name this report as employee, EMP. Okay, add it. So I'll just have the data source, the same from the shared data source. I'll have test. Dataset, add dataset. It's a select star from employee. Your dataset. So I'll just name it as EMP. So I think it's a select star from, or else see, I can directly select the table also here. EMP. Refresh fields. Yeah, when I see the fields, you get all the fields. Oh, what is the table name? EMP only. Yeah, right. It should have that. Let's look. Okay. Oh, it's not there. Oh, sorry. I not select the data, so that's the reason. Yeah. Now when I refresh, oh, test EMP. I'll give FX. Cancel, or else I'll go to the query designer. Okay. There is no EMP, right? Okay. Yeah. So I'll just give the text one only. Select star from EMP. Okay. When I click OK, now whatever the columns I got it. So I'll just add one table. I'll drag and drop the EMP ID. EMP ID and EMP name. Done. Okay. Now I'll add one more table called EMP salary. Add new item. I'll name it as EMP sal. That's quite interesting and it's easy also. But only thing is that you need to concentrate on this. So I'll name this as same test database. So I'll get it from the shared database. Click on this test. Okay. I'll have one more thing called dataset. Add dataset. Use dataset. It is nothing but EMP sal, right? So I'll write select star from EMP sal. That's okay. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'll get the data. Now what I'll do here? Insert table. I'll drag and drop all the three columns. EMP ID, EMP salary and date. Okay. Now when I preview this EMP salary, I'm getting this data. Okay. When I preview this one, I'll be getting the EMP ID and name. And in this column, ID1 as being, and ID1 is paid 2 times, right? This top 2 records should be shown in this one single column. Are you able to get my point? I think once you see the output, then you'll be getting. So what I'll write a salary. Okay, EMP sal. So what I need to have is that whatever the output I am getting in the EMP sal report, that output I need to pass here. Okay. So how I will be passing is that the first thing is that in the EMP sal, because I need to get the EMP salary for particular EMP ID, right? So first thing what I will do, I'll create one parameter in the EMP salary table. So I can create in parameters two way, right? Just I'll go here, dataset properties, where EMP ID equal to @ EMP ID. That's it. Okay. Automatically a parameter is created. So when I click here, it will ask me ID1. When I give 1, it will show the data for only 1. Okay, done. So these two records should be shown in this single column for EMP ID 1. Okay, that's the thing. Are you able to get my point? Hello? So for that purpose, what I'll do, I'll right click here. So in EMP table, this EMP table should be tied up with the EMP salary. So for that purpose, right click, go to the insert sub report. I'm inserting the sub report outside, okay, not inside. So what I'll do, I'll just drag the sub report and keep under this column. That's it. It will be inserted into the column. So now I'll select the sub report. You can see the sub report properties. Now here what I'll be doing, I'll be passing my report here. Which report I'll be passing? EMP salary. Okay. Now EMP salary has one parameter, right? EMP ID. So now I'll be passing the EMP ID from here to that EMP sal table. That's it. Okay, done. So now when I preview, now you can see. Yeah. Can you see the data now? For the 1, I can see the data for 1. For 2, I can see the data for 2. For 3, I can see the 3. 4, 5, 6 doesn't have anything, so you can't say anything. Everyone is clear with this? Yeah, we can delete that. Based on the EMP salary, I can delete this column. Design, I can delete this column. Delete it, so I will not be say. I can also delete this entire top column also. Delete, done. When I go to the EMP table, now I'll see. I'll just refresh it. Oh yeah, it's again. Oh, sorry, I didn't save this EMP salary, right? I need to save it. Saved. I think now it will be getting. Oh. Go back. Preview. See. Okay. So accordingly you can adjust, because I have given total this much space, right? So that's the thing, it is showing that much space. Now if I have only this space, if I reduce this entire report space, now only the space also will be reduced. Space means, see, it is showing more space, right? Now if I refresh it, because I need to save this one, save. So go back to the design. Now go back to the preview. See. Okay. So like that you can manage accordingly. It is a kind of sub-report. The same thing, sub-report in the sense you can also get employee ID. Sometimes you will have the company ID, company details. Here, instead of the sub-report, you can have the chart also. Okay. You can have a chart in a report. That chart will have like properties, like total sales for that year or total sales for last 3 years. It will have a chart. So you can create a chart in the sub-report and you can include that chart here. Automatically for each record that EMP ID is passed here, and based on that EMP ID, because I have created the EMP ID, right? So that's the reason you are getting for only that particular EMP ID data. You are not getting for others. See. Ardhamainda mikidi? So I'll show once again sub-report. So in the sub-report, go to the sub-report properties. I'll be selecting, I want to have the employee salary, right? Okay, I'll have the employee salary. Okay, done. But in the employee salary, whenever I preview, it is asking me the EMP ID. Okay. So I need to pass the EMP ID to the sub-report. Okay. I have given the report, but I also pass the EMP ID. So go to the parameters. When I click the parameters, by default, there will be nothing. You will not have anything. When I click add, so in my EMP salary table, I am having a parameters called EMP ID, right? If I have multiple, I will be getting multiple parameters here. General. Oh. It's not showing anything for me. Actually, it should show. Delete, cancel. Sub-report properties. Yeah. Okay. And so here, since the sub-report has the EMP ID, right? So you can see that EMP ID as a parameter. EMP salary table is having the EMP ID, right, as a parameter. So you can see that parameter. So so from the main table, which value you need to pass to that EMP ID? You need to pass the column ID, EMP ID from the EMP value in the EMP ID column, right? So you will just give the EMP ID. That's it. So for each EMP ID, that sub-report will execute, because you are having 10 EMP IDs, like 6 EMP IDs, right? For each EMP ID, that sub-report in the sense EMP sal report will execute and it will show the display. That's it. For EMP ID 1, it will execute and it will show the output. For EMP ID 2, it will execute, it will show the output. For 3, it will execute, it will show the output. That's it. Like so, the sub-report will execute like 6 times here now. Are you able to get my point? Hello? Yeah. So it is a kind of a sub-report in SSRS. Okay, whenever they ask a sub-report, don't get confused. This is a sub-report. Okay? And one more thing you can do is instead of sub-report, and just deleting here, I can even create a link. Click on the EMP, go to the text box properties, go to the action. Now go to the report. When I click this, it should go to the report. Like link, it is nothing but the linked report. Now go to the EMP salary. On what parameters I need to join? EMP ID, and what is the value I need to pass? EMP ID. Done now. Now when I go to the preview, now you get 1. When I click 1, automatically sub-report, see, I got the results for 1 year, see, data for 1. Okay. When I click 2, and just closing this EMP, I'll go to the EMP. It is nothing but the linked report preview. When I click on 2, now I'll get data for the 2. You can see automatically the report is having the data for, see, automatically, even though I am in the EMP table, but it is going to the EMP salary. Internally at the background, it is going to the EMP salary. See, this output is nothing but you'll be getting from the EMP salary, right? Hello? And you can see the amount date, see, by default EMP ID. So whatever the data is there, you got it. When I go to the design, when I go to the preview, see, it is a EMP report only. The value is 3. When I click on the 3, at the back end, it is going to the sub-report, that is EMP salary, and getting the output, and it is being displayed. Okay? Are you able to get my point? This is nothing but the linked report. This is the other way the people, most of the people, they like. Like when they click on some description or something, when I click on 4 doesn't have anything, right? So you will not be getting anything. Okay? So it's a kind of thing. So accordingly, you can do that. So this concept is nothing but the linked report. Okay, today we have seen many things. We have seen the sub-report, we have seen the linked report, we have seen the headers and footers, we have seen how to dynamically change the expressions, we have seen the matrix. Okay? Yeah. So that's it. So do you have anything? Oh yeah, sorry, I'll just stop the video.